I'm starting to truly believe this. He may be like he's still gonna go to the Hall of Fame. I truly believe that. If you look into his stats, he's up there with Drew Brees, breaking records. And this man has over 250 games starting. Man, really gets injured, and legendary in '06. We went against the New England Patriots in the AFC Conference Championship, and he actually broke his ACL. And he tore it, and he was still playing at a high level. And we ended up still losing. And this dude was really tough, put us in games. But now as I'm analyzing and realizing this, Tom Telesco and his Morales family, our investment with Rivers is done. And this is no disrespect to him. He's done everything he can. With the mediocre offensive line, mediocre defensive backs, our corners are decent, and we have an inconsistent wide receiving core. And on top of that, we have a hard time staying healthy. And when we got into the goal line in this game multiple times, we settled for a field goal and we turned the ball over. It's either a fumble or interception. But when it was 17-10 late in the fourth quarter, 3 minutes and 35 seconds left, you have Phillip Rivers had ability to march down the field, which is plenty of time. End up getting 3 and outs. Even doing, I don't know if because of the play calling or he's not adjusting to all of us. Because you are the leader of the offense, you got to at least put us in a chance. Now I know we have mediocre players, but damn man, we had a chance to get up here and tie the game up, or even potentially to put up more points. Yes, the defense did let some points up, but for the most part, they kept them so stagnant in the second half. I feel like we didn't really take advantage of that. And Rivers is really not a good quarterback to have fourth quarter comebacks. I mean, besides that, last year we went against the Pittsburgh Steelers and won. We just overcame a 23-7 deficit. But for the most part, Phillip Rivers is not a go-to guy. He's not like a Drew Brees or Aaron Rodgers that at least 80% of the time we got a chance to score this or to march down the field with 40 seconds left and get a touchdown or a field goal to get us in the best position to win. It's either with Phillip Rivers that we're going to get an interception, we're going to get a fumble, he's going to get sacked, whole 9 yards. And the organization itself is mediocre. And this might take another 3 or 4 years. I believe that when his contract is over, we shouldn't tank the season because it's going to be very difficult to get like a high caliber quarterback if you're have 5 games in the season, man, wins. I mean, if we tank the season and get a new quarterback, see what he has to do, then maybe we can turn this thing around. Like the Seattle Seahawks had to do that. They had Hasselbeck back in the day. They got a good chance for Russell Wilson from Wisconsin, and he's doing really well. I mean, he won a Super Bowl winner with the 2 Super Bowls. He's went to multiple playoff games. I mean, we may have to clean up. And our wide receiving core is mediocre, but we still can win. But we got to beef up our defense. Offensive line is extremely quick. Then we just have to get a new quarterback. I feel like, our future with Rivers is done. And I'm not saying this because we're 2-3 and I'm all emotional. Yes, last year we went 12-4, but he is not the type of quarterback. It's not the type of organization to go in here to win us multiple games, to get us into the big one. I don't see that in here. And he should retire him. I think this should be his last season, and we just got to move on and get something fresh, get an offensive line. This is because we're gonna have more games like this. We have potential to win, but we're gonna have more games like this, man. That the defense came up and gave us multiple chances. Even though we had a minute 50 seconds left, we still went 3 and out, so we threw an interception. And I just felt like as a quarterback, they give so much praise to, he still has an inability to read the defense. Or I just feel like, in crunch time, I feel like. And his football IQ is very low when it comes to succeeding in the in the goal line for the most part, man. His mishaps. But it's just really sad. And that's just how it is. I just really see like as a future right now that we might have to give up on Rivers and just move on to a new quarterback. Yes, it's the offensive calling. We can go in there. Ken Wisenhunt maybe need to get released. It's not Anthony Lynn. I think the coaches want us to be very successful, but we just don't have it. We don't have the glue to it. Yeah, Melvin Gordon may be coming back and having rusty, but at the same time, we can't just put everything on Austin Eckler. He has to at least eventually go back into his role. But this is the future that we have. I just think I really see a 6-10 team And I had a feeling that we was gonna lose this game, but being 17-0, man, in the first half against a Joe Flacco, against a mediocre team like the Denver Broncos. Don't get me wrong, it's a divisional game, but it's unacceptable in a way, man. You know, we just not reliable when it comes to putting ourselves up into a better position to win. It's not. You know, we're not gonna sit up here and be successful. I just feel like, man, you know, I mean, too many end zone chances to go in here and tie the game up and to score touchdowns. We just leaving with 3 points, or we miss a field goal, and that has to stop. You know, so it has to be another creative play calling. I don't know if Ken Wisenhunt is doing some type of old school drill like he doing with the Arizona Cardinals back in the day, or the freaking, you know, when he was with the Tennessee Titans. But this playbook needs to be revamped as well, and we need a new QB. But I think Phillip Rivers is going to be in history. He's going to be the next Dan Marino, and that's nothing wrong with that. We just have to just come to an agreement that this is all we're going to get. This is the performance, man. He's getting older. He's not going to be scrambling out of the pocket like that. I mean, he's doing his best as can, but at the same time, the organization is not investing in his future for him to win. It's just enough to pile on the points to say, hey, he did this, he got good stats. All right, he's going to be next to Dan Fouts. That's what I feel like. But this is your boy Link. You guys continue to like, comment, subscribe. Congratulations to the Denver Broncos fans. We just got to go into the Steelers next week. I don't know how that's going to be, even though they down to their third string quarterback. You tell me, but I really feel like we got two. This is going to be the second Dan Marino in history. I'm out, man.